Hey guys, my name is Jordan Harrison. Welcome back to YouTube. And today I'm going to be talking about the first Spider-Man movie, which came out in 2002, starring Tobey Maguire as the first theatrical Spider-Man. And just to be honest, this movie was pretty good when I first saw it as a 12-year-old. I mean, when I was really young, I was mostly into DC superheroes like Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, Flash. But then when I've heard of Spider-Man and watched the first Spider-Man movie when I was 12 years old, it was incredible. So let's get on with the video. So this movie was originally going to be directed by James Cameron, who is well known for movies such as Avatar, the Terminator films, and the Alien sequel, which was titled Aliens. Now, this movie stars Tobey Maguire playing the role as Peter Parker, a nerdy teenager who gets bitten by a radioactive spider and becomes the well-known superhero Spider-Man. He starts developing his powers by climbing up surfaces, jumping super high, doing lots of flips, and let's not forget, shooting webs and swinging around on the web. But still, really, this movie, they have Spider-Man's powers all good, but still for one particular power, which is shooting webs and swinging, he actually shoots out web fluid from his hands and not from the special gadget that he uses mostly in the Spider-Man comics, which is called the web shooter. Throughout the whole Spider-Man comic timeline, Peter Parker has developed the web shooter in many different versions of different web fluid. We have the sticky web fluid, we have a web grenade, ricochet web, taser web, all of the above that has to do with web fluid, and makes Spider-Man a total genius when it comes to developing new different versions of web fluid. Think of Peter Parker grabbing some vibranium and having a vibranium web shooter. That would be pretty well done. But still, in this movie, he doesn't even use web shooters in the whole Sam Raimi Spider-Man franchise. So that's pretty much a big bummer. But we do have a big bummer for Peter when he finds his Uncle Ben shot and killed by a villain. So Peter Parker goes out at night and tries to find the bad guy at the warehouse, where he finds out that it's the same person who stole the money at the wrestling ring, and Peter didn't even stop the bad guy from getting away. So it made Peter Parker think how selfish he was and how cruel he was to mostly his uncle in the beginning of the movie, where he thinks Uncle Ben's acting like a father figure, which he mostly is. He's just, being nice to Peter and trying to be there for him because, Peter Parker's parents in the comics were killed in a plane crash, and they were secret agents, and there was some mission they were on, and whatever caused the plane to crash, it's just a huge mystery that Peter Parker never even found out. So he just yelled at Uncle Ben about, lecturing him and treating him like a son, and that's made Uncle Ben pretty sad and made Peter pretty much a big jerk. Because seriously, I know he is trying to be a man, but that doesn't mean you should just yell at your uncle just because he's trying to be like a father to you. And this gives Peter to remember the last words Uncle Ben told him, and that was, with great power comes great responsibility. Throughout the whole film, Peter Parker gains his strength and power and starts realizing that a hero doesn't need fame, money, or a big spotlight. What matters is he will become a superhero and make sure he protects the people he loves, and that's how he becomes Spider-Man. And let's not forget the villain, Norman Osborn, played by Willem Dafoe. Dafoe's role as Norman Osborn was pretty well done, where we have Osborn trying to perfect this special serum called the Goblin Formula. He takes it and he goes mad as the evil Green Goblin, riding on a goblin glider and throwing explosive jack-o'-lanterns. So, most importantly for the Green Goblin, throughout the whole Spider-Man comics, he is like one of my favorite Spider-Man villains. I mean, seriously, this was like a Jekyll and Mr. Hyde concept. I mean, Stan Lee mostly said that for Bruce Banner and the Hulk, but when it comes to other characters like Norman Osborn and the Green Goblin, it works pretty good. I mean, for Bruce and Hulk, it's just pretty hard because Bruce Banner can not really control the Hulk. But when it comes to Norman Osborn and Green Goblin, I think he pretty much controls it even more than Bruce Banner can as the Hulk. Just because of the effects of the Goblin formula making him go crazy. And this movie was pretty well done, how they interpreted this from the comics, and having a classic Spider-Man villain like the Green Goblin on the big screen fighting against the Web Slinger. And yes, this is my review on Spider-Man. I just think this movie was pretty incredible as a kid, but still, I have to say for my favorite Spider-Man actor, it has to be Tom Holland. But anyway, comment down below your thoughts if you've seen the first Spider-Man movie, which came out in 2002, which was a big box office hit worldwide. As always, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, go on the notification bar if you do not want to miss a video I post, and if you did not see the Spider-Man film, then go watch it on TV. Thank you guys for watching my video. Take care. I'll see you guys next time.